Is Kamala Harris a fake Jamaican? What is a fake Jamaican? What does the average Jamaican thinks about her and her Jamaican ancestry? Let's talk about it. What is a fake Jamaican? Growing up in Jamaica in the 70s, 80s, and 90s coming up, the average Jamaican did not have any concept of this idea of race. To us, we were all Jamaicans, whether you were black, you were white, you were Chinese, or Indian, we were all just Jamaicans. Because Jamaica is one of the first countries in the world to have such a diverse makeup of the population. And that all started after the abolition of slavery 175 years ago, when Chinese indentured laborers came to Jamaica, Indian indentured laborers came to Jamaica, people from Ireland, from Germany. There's like a German settlement in Jamaica like over 100 years ago. So we had no concept of race. You know, like me growing up in Jamaica with a lighter complexion, people would just say, you know, like my mom is black, my dad is black. You know, I grew up with a lighter complexion, so people would just say like, you know, like wagwan red man or yellow man, or, you know, the people might say dundus or whatever, but still no concept of race at this time. Not until I left Jamaica in the early 2000s, and all of a sudden I was faced with like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm Jamaican. And people would say like, nah, like, you're not real Jamaican. Come on, James, where are you really from? And I'm like, I am Jamaican. And they're like, no. So the term fake Jamaican, the first time I heard that term was living outside of Jamaica. And it's unfortunate, but like, especially in North America, Canada and the USA in particular have a perception of what is a Jamaican. And that perception was like, all Jamaicans are black, all Jamaicans are Rastafarian, all Jamaicans smoke weed, you know, all Jamaican men are like wild, all Jamaican men are dogs, all Jamaican women are dancehall queen, and that was what I was faced with in North America. So that is the term, fake Jamaican. So is Kamala Harris a fake Jamaican? No, because Jamaica is out of many one people. So let's continue this conversation. Disclaimer, this video is not to try to convince Americans in any way or shape that Kamala Harris will not be America's first female black president. That is not the purpose of this conversation. This conversation is on the outside looking in, seeing the conversation where Kamala's ancestry of Jamaican or Jamaican ancestry is the main reason why Americans are saying that Kamala will be America's first female black president. And in Jamaica, we have a saying like, you know, leave people business alone, leave people business and mind your own business. So this is not to interrupt the US election, is not to convince people one way or another that Kamala will not be America's first female black president. This is just to add the Jamaican voice to the conversation, because based on a lot of videos that I'm seeing on the media also, it's obvious that Americans are still not educated about the history of Jamaica when it comes to race. So this is why I wanted to join the conversation and to talk about Jamaica and our history where race is concerned. Okay, so let's break it down. I did some research, and based on my research, Kamala's dad is Jamaican. Most Americans, from what I'm seeing in the media, just take it the fact that he's Jamaican, that means that he is black, he's of African descent. But based on the research, Kamala's dad is is mixed, what you consider a mixed Jamaican. His ancestry date back to from 175 years ago, when the indentured laborers started coming to Jamaica to replace slaves. So a part of his ancestry is from India. And based on my research, the African mix in him is about 20 to 25%, because it goes back to some great grandmother that was of African descent. So to clear it up, is Jamaican ancestry it's a very mix with, you know, like African, Indian, and most Jamaicans have some mix with the indigenous and Irish. So based on my research, the dominant gene is of Indian descent, and with about a 25% of African mixed in it. And just to give you an idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to put up a picture of Kamala's dad, and I'm also going to put up a picture of someone well known in Jamaica named Michael Leachin. He's a Jamaican billionaire, a business tycoon, and he's of the same mixture, but Chinese Jamaican, with about a 20 to 25% of African mix in him. So when you see those pictures on the screen, you can look, and I know in Jamaica, for example, like a Michael Leachin, if you ask the average Jamaican, they would not consider him as a black Jamaican. So that is just to clarify the ancestry, the mix that the average Jamaican like are mixed, but some more so than others. So if you are from Jamaica, you can leave in the comment section, would you consider Michael Leachin a black Jamaican or African Jamaican? Would you consider, seen on the screen, Kamala's dad, would you consider him in Jamaica to be a black Jamaican or Jamaican of African descent? Just looking at his picture and based on the mix of whether it's Chinese Jamaican or Indian Jamaican and the African mix that they have, would you consider him to be a black Jamaican or African, Jamaican of African descent? Leave it in the comment section. So when I see how this election is playing out in America, with Kamala Harris having the opportunity to be the first female African American president of the United States of America, I thought about it and I said to myself, what would it be like if Kamala was running to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica? Would Jamaicans consider her to be one of, like, the second, because we already had a Prime Minister in Portia Simpson? Would they consider her to be the second female Prime Minister of African descent, or the second female black Prime Minister of Jamaica? And when I thought about this, you know, I said, you know what? Let me compare Kamala with someone in Jamaica who has aspiration to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who would be of similar makeup in terms of their ancestry as Kamala Harris. And I found one person that was perfect, and it is Lisa Hanna. Lisa Hanna is a Jamaican politician. She is a former Miss World, winner of Miss World, and she has aspiration of being Prime Minister in Jamaica. So for my Jamaicans, if Lisa Hanna was supposed to run to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica, would Lisa Hanna be considered to be the second female Prime Minister of Jamaica of African descent? Just leave your comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. Would Lisa Hanna, Jamaican, running for office, would she be considered to be the second female prime minister of African descent in Jamaica if she was running for to be the prime minister of Jamaica? Let me know what you think. As I said earlier, this video is not to influence the American presidential election in any shape or form. This video is just adding the Jamaican voice to the conversation, that Jamaicans were more than just black, we're more than African descendants of African, we're descendants of Chinese, we're descendants of Indian. We are out of many one people. So this is what I wanted to accomplish with this video. So whenever you see a Jamaican and the stereotype that comes with being a Jamaican, that all Jamaicans are black, all Jamaicans are Rastafarian, all Jamaicans smoke weed, all Jamaicans are criminals, you know, these are just some of the stereotypes of Jamaicans, and this video is just to, you know, educate, you know, the average North American that Jamaica is more than what the stereotype says. So guys, if this video was helpful to you, leave a comment in the comment section, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.